Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Come on in the room. Welcome to another episode of ABC. I am your host, Ada Brooks with Ada Brooks Consulting. Tonight, we are going to do a recap to make sure you guys are ready for this Saturday. We're going to give it one last push. So come on in the room. We will not be here long. We come in, give you the information you need, and we're gone. But before we get started, just to do a nice recap of the weekend, we do know that this past weekend was Mother's Day weekend, and I hope that everybody had an opportunity to enjoy their mothers. And of those of you who said your mom has gone on to glory, well, bless you. We hope you were able to make it through the day. Hopefully, you had a grandmother, a godmother, a friend, somebody that was there with you to encourage you. Good evening, Miss Marie Wilson. How are you? Good evening, Miss Cherie Williams. How are you? Thank you for joining me on tonight. Also, I must. Now, I'm going to make a correction from last week when I gave out my Mother's Day shouts to my grandkids' mom. I said Harmony, who's actually my granddaughter. Her mom is of Georgia, in St. Louis, Georgia, Haynes Lee. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you for all that you do and continue to do. But on today, it's a special day because I get an opportunity to celebrate my granddaughter, Miss Harmony Haynes McPhee. Today is her 17th birthday. So if you're in St. Louis, Missouri, and you know her, you see her, give her a nice happy birthday, a nice shout out. I'm sure she would appreciate that very much. She is very low key. She's just as sweet as she want to be, but I will not let this day go by without giving her flowers and her shout out because if I can do it for others, I can do it for her, and that's my own heart. Also, um, this past weekend with my friends and my family, we had a great time. Hey, Top Boz over there on the ground, how are you? We had a great time celebrating my sister, my mom, my granny for their birthday, my niece and her prom. But guess what? Tomorrow is my brother's birthday. So happy early birthday, Bernard. Love you. Okay, so that's enough about that. Hey, Thomas Brewer, how are you? We're going to go ahead and get started. That's all of the preliminaries that I have, but I also want to say a big thank you to those of you who have taken the opportunity to say, I want to reinvest back into myself. It's been a while since I've been on job interviews, and I need for my resume to be updated. I need for you to give me some interviewing tips. You said, you know what, I'm going to make the investment back into myself, and I'm calling ABC. So, for those of you that took the opportunity and said, I want to do something different because apparently my way is not working, thank you. Thank you for entrusting ABC to help you along your career journey. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and kick this off. Now, as we all know, for the past few weeks, I have given you tips on the job fair, the career fair that's up and coming this weekend, May the 14th, 10 o'clock a.m., 3 o'clock p.m., down at the State House Convention Center here in Little Rock, Arkansas. I hope that you have taken the opportunity to remember what those tips were. You've gone back, you've watched the lives, you say, you know what, Miss Ada, I need to write this information down. Please remember, like, comment, tag, and share because it may not be for you, but it may be for somebody else that's connected to you. So tonight we're going to do a quick recap on some of those important things that I mentioned to you. You take what resonate that do not, you know what, just pull it to the side and say that one is not for me, but I do need this information because we can keep doing things the same way and expecting a different result. But at some point, you have to say, I really need to do something different because I know where it is that I'm trying to go within my career. And apparently, this young lady has the information. So I want to listen to what she has to say, or I want to like, comment, tag, and share. I want to give her a call. And you can do that at 501-291-1650. Or maybe you just want to send an email, and you can do that to abc at abchr101.com. So, with that being said, remember, you're going to walk into the career fair. First of all, you want to be early. Have your list already out of the companies that you want to go and visit. If you know you don't want to visit all of them, you do not. But have a list of the companies that you want to go and visit so you can have an opportunity of introducing yourself. You want to make sure that you have extra copies of your resume. You want to put them in a portfolio. You say, Miss Ada, I don't have a portfolio. Okay, get your two pocket folder. I need somebody to put that in the comment section to get you a two pocket folder. On the left hand side, you're going to have extra copies of your resume. On the right hand side, you're going to have information that you've gathered from that recruiter that you have spoken with. You're going to get their business cards. You're going to write their name down. You're going to remember tips from the conversation that you all have had. You're going to also ask them questions. Don't just take what they say, but ask them questions as well. What can the person expect from their boss? What is the expectation of the person coming into this position? How long have you been with the company? They may be able to give you the benefits of that company right then and there. If not, it's okay. You're going to take their name and number and their email address because when you finish, when you leave, you have 24 to 48 hours. I want you to send them an email, a thank you email, just stating that I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me on today. I am whomever you are. This is the position we spoke about. These are some of the highlights. These are your area of expertise. I look forward to speaking with you soon. That's it. 1 to 3 lines. It doesn't have to be a lot. But what it's going to do is show that you were paying attention to the conversation that that recruiter, that hiring manager was having with you at that particular point in time. Because you're walking in with your heads up, your shoulders back, you're dressed to impress, you have on the right colors, your navies. Hey, Mr. Bowler over on the gram, how are you? You have on your navies, you have on your braids, you have on your black or your white. Young ladies, you are dressed appropriately, not the wide V, deep, no. You got your girls covered up. You have on a nice pair of slacks, or maybe you have on a nice length of a skirt if you don't want to put a suit on. But also remember, it's on a Saturday. So I need you to treat it as if it's a Monday through Friday career fair. Just because it's on a Saturday, don't treat it like it's a Saturday because I know on Saturdays we get a little relaxed. So I need you to go in, even if it's your hair, if it's braided, pull it back in a bun, especially if it's very, very long. I want you to pull that back in a bun. I want you to put your best foot forward so you are prepared for the job that you want. You don't want them to remember you because, okay, this person came in, she had her kids, she was walking on the back of a hill. He had his pants hanging down off of his behind. She smelled like weed. No, no, ma'am. No, sir. We're not doing that. I want you to represent yourself well so you can get the job that you want. Because why? It's a whole lot of jobs out here. And there's no reason for us not to have the job we want, not in this season. The only reason we do not have the job in this season is because we didn't go for it. But what if you took, what if, that's all I want you to ask yourself is what if you have taken the time to reinvest into yourself? You call ABC, got your resume done, went through your interview and coaching, make sure your attire was appropriate, and you not show up. You say, I didn't have a babysitter. The car quit. Get an Uber. Find a friend who's going to take you out. Have that friend take you down to the career fair. Have that friend who already have a job. Have them to watch the baby. While you go in there and walk around, work the room for 30, 45 minutes, and you come back out. That's all we asking. I'm giving you these necessary tips because I've been on both sides. Yes, I have a career of HR 20 plus years, but there are times when I had to go and look for the job. And guess what? I always came out with one. So if I'm telling you it works, because it's been tried and proven, all I'm asking you to do is reinvest back into yourself. You're going to have extra copies of your resume. You're going to have pen. Don't ask them for a pen. You're going to go in prepared. You're going to have a pen. You're going to be happy. You're going to be confident. You're going to smell good without being overbearing. You're going to look appropriate. These are all the do's that you are going to do for Saturday. So, what we're going to do is that we're going to be early. Because it's downtown Little Rock, you can park at 2nd and Main. No, they do not charge on Saturdays for the weekend. They're not charging, so you don't have to worry about that. You're going to get there early, going to make sure you have on the proper shoes, especially if you're not used to working in heels or walking in heels. Make sure you have on proper shoes, men and ladies. Make sure your nails are cut down to a length that's appropriate. I know you said, well, Miss Ada, they already out to here and I just got them done. I know. But for us as recruiters and HR people, we're looking like you may not be able to do the job. What I'm giving you an opportunity to do is take away all of your excuses. Be willing to reinvest back into yourself. Make sure your hair is pulled back. I don't care if it's in braids. I don't care if you have dreads. You can make it look very professional. Have on your business casual attire. If you don't know what business casual is, a warm up suit is not business casual. You can have on a blazer, short sleeve shirt, or a cami top, nice skirt, nice jeans, slacks, business casual. Do not have to be a three-piece suit, but you want a blazer. You want a white top or shirt for the men, pair of slacks, skirts for the ladies. You want to look as if you already have the job. Research the companies that you're going to see. Be able to tell them something about the company because guess what? They're not expecting for you to do that. But if you already going in prepared, that's going to make them remember you. You a step ahead of the next person. Because guess what? Yes, they're going to see a lot of people. But if you're carrying on conversation, you have three questions to ask them, you know a little bit about their company. Good evening, Keith Creation over on the gram. How are you? You are ahead of the game. Good evening, Miss Natural Natasha. How are you? So, all of these are the necessary steps that you need to be successful. And there are so many more, but I only come on here to be here about 15 minutes tops to give you the information that you need. But in this season, I want to make sure that our people are aware and that we're taking away the excuses. We're going to take the necessary steps we need to invest it back into ourselves in order to have the job and the careers that we need. And when you do this, you can take this information on to the next person because you can say, you know what? I don't know this lady, but I know it helped me. I said earlier, you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. But for those of you who have taken the opportunity to say, I'm willing to reinvest and back into myself, thank you for entrusting ABC to review your resume, to make changes to your resume, to do your interviewing coaching for you, to give you appropriate work, dress attire tips. Thank you for entrusting us. But if you have any questions before Saturday, because it doesn't start, the career fair starts at 10 o'clock a.m. Give us a call, 501-291-1650, or send us an email at abc@abchr101.com. The new website is up. I'm probably going to go back through and tweak it some more, but for right now, it's up. It's abchr101.com is our website. Please go by, check it out, leave us a comment, book us. We are here to help serve you, whether in Arkansas or somewhere else, because I have people calling me all the way from California, Arkansas, all the way from California who needs our services. So I'm excited. I want you to get excited about your next level and you reinvesting back into yourself. I am your host, Ada Brooks with Ada Brooks Consultant. I am here every Thursday with your weekly HR 101 tips. You can join me, join in on the conversation. Send us your questions. Maybe you say, I want to be on with you. Well, guess what? I welcome you. Until next week, I am Ada Brooks with Ada Brooks Consultant. Have a great evening.